Hello and welcome to my New York vlog. Recently, my sisters and I took a trip to New York for the very first time. This is the Airbnb that we stayed in. We decided to stay in Brooklyn, and this Airbnb was so beautiful. It was a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, had a full kitchen, had an espresso machine, had a backyard. So I would highly recommend this place, and I will definitely list it down below. The hosts were great. The Midnight Moment happens every single night at 11:57 p.m. in Times Square. This is a art exhibition that features different artists, and like I said, you can see it every single night. On this day, we went to the Met Museum. There was so many exhibitions present at the time that we were there. We visited maybe 2 or 3, but there was easily triple that amount. So I do recommend that you go more than one day. And the good news is when you purchase a ticket to the Met, it's good for 3 consecutive days. And trust me, you really will need it. Do not leave the Met without first going to the rooftop bar area. It has beautiful views of Central Park and the Manhattan skyline. It was just so beautiful out there. For dinner, we headed to North River Lobster Company, which is a boat that is also a restaurant. It does cost $10 to get on, and in there you can choose to order food or not. You can just sit there and enjoy the ride. There was beautiful views, and the port for this is on the west side of Manhattan. The easiest way to get around New York is the subway system. They do run, I think, 24 hours, so we really did use an Uber for late nights, but it was pretty expensive, and I would just recommend doing the subway. After getting off the Brooklyn Bridge, we walked around Dumbo, which stands for Down Under the Manhattan Bridge Overpass, and this was one of my favorite neighborhoods. They had beautiful views of both the Brooklyn and Manhattan Bridge, a lot of stores, coffee shops, and a cute little shop. Just look at this view of the Brooklyn Bridge and the carousel. We did get on the carousel and it cost $2 per person, so not bad for a short experience. Right near the carousel, you will see a shopping center that is called Empire Stores. Go up to the rooftop and you will see these beautiful views of the Brooklyn Bridge, Manhattan skyline, Manhattan Bridge, carousel, and the water. Just walking around is one of the best things to do in New York because you stumble across true gems. We did stumble across the Brooklyn FLEA in Dumbo, which was mostly a lot of vintage clothing, and me and my sisters, we all love vintage clothing. I did score a vintage hat that I found for $5, and here I am just trying it on. On the last night, we decided to go to watch a burlesque show, and we went to the Slipper Room, which is in the Lower East Side in Manhattan, and it's $20 at the door, but I think it's definitely worth it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching.